Hi, Justin. What are we doing today? How are we doing?
What is up, everyone? Today, we are doing a brand new film, a 2026 film, and we are doing The Legend of the Whistler.
I was not excited for this at all. And
Um,
then you sent me the trailer, and I got fucking pumped.
yes, because like I said, we get a screen.
I'm just being honest.
We're a little late to recording this from when we actually watched it. At least I
My
watched it.
fault. This
Yeah,
guy's fault. I got
this dude's
sick with
this
the
dude's
flu
been
for like
sick
fucking three
for
weeks.
a month. We got a screener, so we actually were gonna try to do this before this movie got released of The
And the only
Whistler.
thing I was screening for about 26 days was the back of my eyelids and a fucking toilet bowl.
Yeah, this guy's been in rough shape here, but I checked out the trailer and I was like, holy crap, that actually looks like dark and like a serious, pretty creepy movie. So I said, Sean, we actually got to make sure we cover this one, even though it's a Venezuelan horror movie. That's what
And
we're gonna do.
huge shout out to Bloody Disgusting and our boy Alex DiFincenzo for giving us this opportunity. I mean, he's even hooked it up in the past with giving us an opportunity to see Evil Dead when it like right before it came out, which was
Yep.
amazing. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And if you're not following him on all platforms or Bloody Disgusting, he also does some really cool shit with Broke Horror Fan, where he takes movies and turns them into VHSs, and he does some pretty amazing work. So I just want to throw that out there.
Let's go. Yes. Shout out him, and we always love an opportunity to watch something early. All right, who wants to take this away? You
I
want
want
me
to
to do
take
this?
this away because I'm watching this movie and we see this chick who is walking through sugarcane fields, and she's very clearly trying to get away from something, not maliciously or like scared for her life, but like she's leaving. She got a backpack, she's ready to go
Hmm.
somewhere. She's hiding from a pickup truck. And I was like, holy crap, bro, what an opening scene. But I am so sorry. If this chick didn't see that pickup parked directly in front of her, she deserves to get caught because it's not like it's a very busy area. It's not like there's heavy intersections. This thing is easily hidden. No, this is the exact truck that was hunting her. And right after it hunts her, the guy driving it possesses her with the spirit of the Whistler. They do some crazy crap where like they cut the
Yeah.
tongue, and like
Yeah.
I felt like I was choking on my saliva the
Yeah, I
way
didn't
she
know.
was
Oh,
choking on blood. And then he's dragging her via white horse, which I think is very symbolic because the pale horse is death. And I was like, all right, I'm here for this movie. We're 3 minutes into it, and this
crazy
thing
scene.
vanishes. And he takes off. He already knows. He's like, cutting my losses. See you later. I'm out of here. And he gets jumped by whatever's possessing this girl. And it scared the shit out of me right into an opening like title card.
Dude,
And I was like, all right, I'm so glad I said yes to this because I'm loving this. And we're 30 seconds into it.
no, same. And like I said, I watched this dark room headphones on, and I mean, I'm still trying to get into more foreign horror and everything. And right away, the scene, like this opening scene, how serious this was and creepy, and that dude, I was like dialed in right away,
And you
absolutely right
have to
away.
be dialed in because this gives you knowledge right from the jump.
Yeah.
We find out that this old man in the opening scenes has a cult living on his property that is 400 years strong.
Yes, the cult
Insane.
of, oh, sorry, yeah, I would say the
Go ahead.
cult
No, no,
of,
no.
yeah, the cult of Maria Lianza. And as Sean said, it's been thriving for 400 years. And they believe that there's spirits among us waiting to possess us. And this movie is the story of the most feared, the Whistler. Let's go.
We find all this out through his funeral scene, which is creepy as shit because we get some lady chanting shit. There's a dog sleeping under the coffin. She puts some things on his eyes. It grasps you into start like really trying to immerse yourself into this world, because if you don't, you're not going to follow the story. But if you immerse yourself from the jump, you're going to enjoy the hell out of this, because we find out this man's son and daughter-in-law come back for the funeral, and he's basically an estranged son. Like he left for America to go study and basically never came home.
Hmm.
And they want his mom to sell the property in Venezuela and move to Texas. And she's like, nah, this is our home. And dude, the daughter-in-law's name is Nicole. And she's like,
Yep.
well, we could get you a really nice house in Texas with a big backyard. And she was like, Bitch, I got 100+ acres out here. What the fuck am I gonna do with a backyard?
Big backyard. Get out of here.
That did make me giggle. Granted, the scene was not meant to be humorous, but
No,
like
it
the
was
way it
not
was
funny at all.
delivered,
Yeah.
that's where my brain went. Was like I would be in the same position. Like you have this gorgeous house, you have mountains, you have sugarcane fields, you have beauty all around you, and you want to sell this to what? Mow a lawn every other day,
Right.
maybe grow a pear tree. Like, come on,
Maybe a pantry. You never know.
right? And then we see the lady from the funeral. We don't know her name yet, or at least I don't know her name just yet. She's burning a bush out in the middle of nowhere, like chanting some creepy shit. It's got a ox head or a cow's head, like the skull on top. This is very creepy. And
Oh
if
yeah.
you're following along right now and you're immersing yourself into the occult that's going on, your brain is like, what the hell? Because if you're watching this, you're secluded, you're dark, you really set the mood to get into this. My head's spinning. Not spinning in like a what the hell's going on, but like a
Yeah.
this stuff actually happens in the world, and it just it gets your wheels turning. And by doing that, we see this sugarcane scene that comes up. She's in the bushes, she's whistling. We kind of get the picture behind Justin, but I don't think her eyes are glowing at that particular point.
No, not
But
yet.
this like sugarcane scene where she's in there, she snatches the dude. This makes my heart just absolutely jump out of its chest, and it only lasts for a split second. And my set of notes right now, Justin, is this
Yep.
was so well done, and it is way more scarier than anything Friendo did in that cornfield.
Yeah, no, these sugarcane fields are absolutely terrifying.
And Nicole doesn't know how to sit still. There, like I said, there's 100+ acres that these people own. They're telling her that there's a cult over there. They built a bridge to kind of separate themselves. They're squatters on the land. Like she gets this whole little backstory about them. And she decides she wants to go out into these woods and search for the family dog. And she knowingly ties up the horse, poorly, I might add, because this horse just fucking wanders away the second she leaves.
Yep.
But she crosses this bridge into cult territory, which is a
Oh,
massive red flag if I have ever seen
oh,
one. Like, are you kidding me right now? You do not, don't. I don't care that you hear the
yeah.
dog barking. Keep calling him. Leave a plate of food at the other end of the bridge. He'll come get it. Even when she gets there and she finds this cult, at first, I don't know about you, Justin, but I'm low key like, yo, this kind of looks like, a fun cookout. Everyone's smoking, they're playing around in the water. I'm like, this kind of looks like a good time. Like,
Right.
I would be like, yo, let me get a burrito.
Oh,
And as you start to look closer, you see some people laying on the ground that are outlined in I'm assuming salt, because
yeah, it
salt
looks
is a
like
very
so.
big thing to like
Yep.
ward off spirits and like protect you or set up a barrier. Um and we see this lady in the middle, and she is excessively spit on by some other guy, and they're all chanting shit at her. And then it looks like she almost bites her tongue. And in the process, I'm like, what the hell is going on? This is very disgusting. I mean, if someone's spitting, I don't know if that's vodka, rum, water, something, I'd be pissed. I'd be like,
Yeah.
keep that shit in your mouth, bro. Go get a straw. All right.
Yeah. Your cookout just took a weird turn.
Yeah, he looked like he got a mouthful of Sprite and he sneezes and that shit just goes everywhere. But regardless of that, when, like I said, when you look closer, you see this girl, she's choking on her blood, kind of like the opening scene. And then she makes eye contact with Nicole. And this sent shivers up my spine because she goes, Mommy, Mommy, I see you. And I'm like, holy shit. And this sends Nicole running, and this triggers a search for
Yeah.
Sebastian and all the farmhands to go out and actually try to find Nicole. And right before I pass this off to Justin, the first thing in my head was, you ain't making it. How you
For
gonna get
real.
back there? You ain't got no
No,
horse.
exactly.
Yeah. You have
It,
no idea where you are. You've never
no,
been on this farm. You're running in whatever direction you feel like. You're gonna get lost.
and just to touch on one thing before we keep moving on. I don't know if we said that or not, but it shows like they don't talk about it yet. It shows that Nicole and Sebastian, I think they lost their daughter, so
Yes.
they're out here
They
too.
lost their daughter Danny.
Yeah, and so that's a big part of this too. Like, especially like before Nicole went out in the woods earlier, like you see her wake up. It's really actually wicked sad. She's like watching a video of her daughter on the phone. Like it hurts your freaking heart. So there's a lot of heart in this movie too. So that explains some of the shit. Like I said, both the couples going through a tough time. It's a tension between how they're grieving, tension between like wanting the mom to leave away. But anyway, back to this. So, like I said, how the hell is she gonna get back? We see Sebastian. He's talking to the workers, and they're basically talking about like, wait, the cult's like stealing cattle. He's like, oh yeah, they're stealing like electricity, and they basically says like, I didn't want to tell you this, but like your dad had mystery wounds on him too, and when he
Mystery
died,
wounds, dude. That this fucking dog is gutted like a pig.
yeah, absolutely. Oh God, poor Chana, like poor friggin' Chana, and they basically like, look, we need
Also,
to,
I'm deducting a point because you killed the dog. I'm
yeah,
just saying, you
for
killed a
right.
dog.
And they basically like, oh, we need to go get a group of weapons to go scare them away. But they end up going search party. They go find Nicole. They do find her in the dock in the sugarcane, and even just searching like that was absolutely terrifying. And Nicole ends up talking to, I believe the woman's name is Petra. That was
Petra.
earlier. Yeah, she basically starts talking to her about like Maria Leonza, like who is this person? Like what's going on? I saw these people, and she's like, oh, like that's our queen. Like she protects us, and she's like, I saw a ceremony, like I heard a daughter, and and basically she's like, I want that again, so I could talk to my daughter. And she's like, whoa, 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 there is an evil spirit loose. So the Whistler, no ceremonies. And she basically tells her like she gives her like a protection bracelet and tells her like you stay home. There ain't no
Bro,
that.
and I'm listening to Petra if I'm Nicole, dude, because she gives her the backstory on how the Whistler was created. I am
Oh,
all set with dealing with any of that shit. Uh, I'm not gonna tell you hack stab slash because you need to go watch this movie because all I'm gonna say about this set of scenes, Justin, is
yeah.
I want a movie of just how this Whistler was created.
Oh yeah.
That's
And
it.
absolutely insane. And I'll touch that about that in a second. But first we see like Nicole talks about Sebastian really quick. She talks to him how like she hears Danny and everything, and dude, Sebastian's really not buying it at all. And they also talk about how the next day we see two workers out there in the field, real fast scene, and basically they talk about the whistlers. They say what the further you hear it, the
The
closer
closer it is.
it is, which is absolutely freaking crazy. And they
Bro,
basically these two, yeah, you hear the whistling, and these
in this
dudes,
scene when he's like, you gotta run towards the whistle
yep.
and not away from it. And the other dude is like, I ain't scared of no ghost. The Ghostbusters theme song started playing in my head. This is just where
Oh
my mind goes when I'm watching these things, hack, stab, slash.
no,
I would
100% mine
just
too.
instantly in my head, I was like, I ain't scared of no ghost.
And like I said, I mean, these dudes split up, and right away, one of them, dude, they're almost out too. Like they're running out of the cornfield, and one of the dudes gets caught, and you see blood. And it's just like an explosion. Like holy shit, absolutely insane. We see Nicole, dude, Nicole on the prowl again. She goes back over the bridge after she was told to stay home. She goes, walks just right into the friggin' awesome cookout Sean described earlier to the people, and he basically wants to talk. And she wants to talk. She's like, hey, I want to do the ceremony and stuff. Like, I want to talk to my daughter. And they're like, whoa, 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 the Whistler is on loose. Like, we can't do the ceremony. Absolutely not. And oh my God, dude, she talk about a sob story to make this movie have some heart. She tells the story of like how her daughter died, how she had like a fever in school, and she didn't even go pick her up right away. And basically, like, she was like alone and scared, and the shit escalated so fast. Like, she ended up dying. Like, she's like,
Yeah,
my
she made
daughter,
the babysitter go get her because
yeah,
she
the
didn't believe she
babysitter
was
got it.
actually sick. And I'm like,
But
that's gotta wreck you as a parent.
dude,
Because
yeah, it was
I mean,
gross.
I hate to get like dark right now, but as a parent, if something like this happens to my kids, I pray to God that I am in the car. Like I don't know if I could go on without him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no,
So
that was terrible.
I couldn't imagine the grief that she's dealing with right now.
No, that's what I mean. This movie really plays on grief. That like hurt me, and like they're like, no, no ceremony. Like we don't want to get possessed. And then this is the scene right now. All of a sudden, you see Chana. Like, oh my freaking God! Like you see the freaking dog right there. And this is when Sebastian and the workers find him. And the dude, like Sean talked about earlier, is gutted in a freaking tree. And he's like, yo, your
Oh,
dad was
my bad.
found.
I jumped forward.
Yeah, you jumped ahead. Like they haven't talked about you
My
jumped like
bad.
a bunch ahead. That's why I tried to slow in your roll a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit.
yeah. My bad. My
Yeah,
bad.
you are. Now that's what happens. And basically, that he's like, yo, your dad was found like this too. And at this point, I'm like, dude, absolutely F this place. Holy shit. Like, just
He's got every right to be so pissed too.
now he's
Like
pissed.
I am
Now,
fully on Sebastian's side. And also, dude, fuck his mother for
yeah.
like lying to him
Dude,
and then
what the?
spinning the tables on him and being like, "Hey, man, y'all the one who left." Like, are you fucking kidding me? You sent him to go get a better education in a better, less poverty-stricken, war-torn country. You
Yeah.
openly admit this in your statement to him, and he falls in love and starts a family, and you're gonna hold that against him?
Yeah, I don't know how you hold that against him. And I got
Bitch.
two more sets of scenes, then I'll kick it back to you. But first, we see a guy stops Nicole before she starts going over, and he's like, "Hey, look, 8K tomorrow, 3 p.m. Bring something belonging to your daughter." And he's basically saying like $8,000. I will do it because he's basically
Money
says
is the root of all evil.
yeah, because he's got his daughter is the one that does it. And their wife, he says, went to America and he needs to go there. He wants to have a better life for his daughter. So he's like, look, do it. We'll get this. Like, holy crap. And basically, right now, we see all of a sudden Sebastian starts, they're back at home. And Sebastian basically shows Nicole Chandler and it's like, stay put. Like, shit is going down. He is absolutely
Bro, you know
pissed.
how fragile her fucking psyche is.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Why would
whole,
you do that? Just
yeah.
tell her.
Oh,
Don't show her.
God. And Sebastian's grilling his mom. He's like, what the hell? Like, dad was murdered. Like, there is shit going on. Nicole ends up grilling Petra about China and and this is when not China, Petra's like, she tells the story of the whistler. And I was like, oh my dear God. Like, this person, like, was it like a kid? He loved to hunt. He would trick the prey. And it's basically like he killed the dog. And this dude just loved to hunt. And then he killed his freaking dad and
Oh, it's so fucked up.
he
Like I
went
said,
home,
if they make an origin story, I would 1000% sit down to watch this whole thing front to
dude,
back.
and it's so bad because he brought his dad home like it was like an animal he killed, and has made his mom unknowingly freaking cook oh God, the dad and like
Yeah.
feed it to them. This
Oh,
dude was
so
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 crazy,
Hannibal Lecter of him.
dude,
How
insane.
kind.
It says I think they said they ended up hanging this boy from the tree because I guess he even like hung his father too
Yeah.
before all that. And they basically like the kid like wouldn't even die. They ended up having to
Didn't even
beat.
scream.
He
Didn't
didn't
didn't say
scream or
nothing.
anything. It says that they
Didn't
beat him.
cry.
It said they lit him on fire, and I got like chills just saying that. And then it said the dude just whistled, and he says Petra says like the squatters conjured the spirit, like it is not safe. And holy shit, now you can take it away again, Sean, because that was just a little intense.
And you get this backstory, and all this shit is going down. You understand that the Whistler is out there. He's killing the dogs. He's killed the father. He's killed the farmhand. And what do you do, Nicole? You are so deranged in your thought process that you think it's still a good idea to go out into these woods and have this ceremony. And it just so happens when you're doing this ceremony, it's at the exact same time Petra finds and kills the Whistler.
Dude,
Bro, had you just waited a day or maybe showed up late, we wouldn't have a
the, t-
movie. I'm
the
so glad you were
timing,
on time.
the timing.
As she kills the Whistler, this soul gets transferred into Gracie. And it's very clearly like Gracie is possessed right now. We get a small glimpse of Gracie showing Danny to the mom. So the mom is like, oh my God, this is my daughter. But the Whistler dies and needs a body like ASAP. And it's like,
Like
yo,
right away,
sorry,
just
honey, back of the line. I got senior privileges right now. So Gracie is very clearly now possessed. And the dad obviously doesn't understand the rules of the Whistler because they both hear the whistles in these caves and Gracie's gone. They hear these whistles and he's like, oh, good, it's leaving, and turns around and goes to run away and immediately gets got.
Ugh.
This does give Nicole just enough time to run away. And as she's running away, we now see Sebastian is gearing up for war on these squatters. Even though Nicole makes it back to them, I don't know how she makes it back to them because I think maybe they've cut the bridge by now. So
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know how she got over there.
she like jumped through the river and stuff. She took the friggin' long hike. I remember seeing it. She like
All
almost
right,
went down the
this must
cliff
have
and
been a
ran.
point where like I was looking down to do notes.
Yeah, she like ran down the cliff. They show her like actually like going through the water and shit.
All right, so I missed that while I was writing the notes. But like I said, dude, he's gearing up for war. He's ready to go. Nicole shows up and she's begging him not to. She's trying to explain everything, and this dude ain't having none of it. He's like, I'm here right now for vengeance, blood,
Yeah,
and
he's
chocolate, and I am all out of chocolate.
yeah, he's it is go time.
Absolutely, it's goat time because there's a point in this movie where goats just take over the whole house. But we'll leave that where it is. The Whistler is now
Goat.
at this farmhouse and he's hunting Nicole and Isabel. Isabel, FYI, is the mother. And naturally, they ignore the rules as well. Even though Nicole very clearly knows the rules because she's like, hey, we have to run towards the whistle. And the mom's like, hey, but there's a gun over there. Let's go get
Yeah.
it. She's like, okay. I'm like, what are you doing, Nicole? They get outside. The lights are out. And for some reason, you think this thing is hunting you. So you obviously would want to be in complete silence and use the dark as cover, right?
Yeah.
No, let me sound my fucking car alarm every time I
Car
lock it.
alarm.
So the lights come on
Car
and
alarm.
it beeps. And I walk aggressively slow towards this thing. You just setting yourself up for all kinds of failure right now, sweetheart. And you do because you get into the car and Isabel sees something in the distance and it freezes her in her tracks. And this thing, like, I don't know, Cujo's on top of the car and leaves a
Dude.
dent and then just attacks the mom. And as Isabel is getting killed, Nicole doesn't even try to start a car and drive away. She gets out and runs away. I'm sorry, but I
Dude.
am going as fast as this car lets me in the opposite direction.
She
I'm
got
sorry.
slaughtered.
Oh yeah.
That mother, my God. My
Oh,
God.
this thing acts like a rabid zombie.
Dude,
And I know
it's
zombies are vicious, but if you could give a zombie rabies and make it way more vicious, we're talking
insane.
like 28
That
days later.
that's what the Whistler is.
Yes. Nicole decides instead of driving away to like the safest place she could find, I'm gonna run to Petra's for some help. And in the process, she finds out like, Petra worked with the father. She has the Whistler's knife. She thinks they're safe now because she did originally
Yeah.
kill the Whistler, but the Whistler transferred. So they come up with some bullshit plan about giving the Whistler Nicole's body and then killing Nicole so they don't have to kill Gracie. Or any way you spin this whole situation is all sorts of jacked up.
Dude, it's
I
so
mean,
terrible. Even when this plane, I'm like, oh my God, like they're gonna like I was just like my heart dropped. I'm like, this is gonna be so bad.
and even when like you feel Nicole's grief
Yeah.
because she's like, hey, if we do this and I kill you, she's like, you're gonna lose your soul. And she's like, bro, my soul died when my kid died.
Oh,
And I was like, so you're a grieving mother right now. What makes you think passing this grief on to Gracie? Because both of her parents are slaughtered.
I know,
She's
that's
gonna
so
want to live
terrible.
with this, especially knowing that she ate half her dad.
Yeah, it's rough.
Like, I mean, I hate to say this, but maybe putting Gracie out of her misery, even though she has no idea what's going on, is the more humane thing to do right now.
That's what's worse when they're making a plan. I'm like, this, no matter what happened, like there is no good way
There is,
for this
yeah,
to
there
break.
is no good way to end
Oh,
this. And Sebastian, while he's out hunting these squatters or the Whistler, I have no idea what he's trying to do right now, but he's all sorts of freaked out. He accidentally shoots one of his workers
dude.
while they're out there trying to hunt these things. And you hear the Whistler in the distance, and this guy is like, you need to run. And before he can run away from the whistle, because he doesn't know any better, they both get strung up, jacked up, and
Dude.
hung upside down in what I am calling the Whistler's tree of death. Because as it zooms out, I think we see what, four bodies,
Yeah, it is
and
a
the Whistler
handful.
standing on top like the Predator.
Crazy.
Such an amazing shot. Uh, as we like leave this Whistler's tree of death, we see Petra and Nicole set up a plan. It's starting to work nicely. They're performing a ceremony with the knife. They're getting ready to lure this thing in, and it's almost like it's its calling card. And it shows up, and everything's working out nicely. It looks like this
Hmm.
plan is going to be executed flawlessly, right?
Yeah, it's going good. Yes,
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely. Right up until Petra says, fuck this. I'm going to end it fast. And she goes to kill Gracie.
She goes fucking rogue.
Nicole's dumbass can't handle this. She is not about this life. She can't do any more killing. She wants to sacrifice herself. That's where she's at to end her grief. And in the process, you get Petra fucking killed. This thing snaps
Uh,
Petra's neck like
dude.
it's opening the top of a diet coke. Like just click, see you later. We're good. And then Sebastian shows up, and he's got Gracie at gunpoint, and he's ready to kill her. And Nicole is getting in the way again. And I want you to tell me, Justin, does Nicole get in the way, or does she figure something else out?
Dude, this is such a trend. Every single second, I'm like, this is getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
Like,
And
just
then
stop making stupid decisions,
yeah, like
please.
and yeah, it just it doesn't go good. And all the workers come back, and then they start chanting. But then Nicole, she actually goes and locks herself in the friggin' room, and she runs in there and she slices her tongue with the knife, and to start doing like the ceremony by her friggin' self. And she lights the friggin' room on fire. And I'm like, oh my God, there's so much shit happening right now. And like I said, like Sebastian came back. Oh my God, she locks herself in there. The room's friggin' fired. And then I'm like, oh my God, like Gracie's friggin' coming too. Like, holy shit. Like, what is even going out? And I'm like, you see, like, great, like Gracie's all like, she's like coming to, like turning back into friggin' Gracie. So I'm like, oh my God, like it's working, but this is so insanity. They run in there. They end up carrying Nicole out on fire. And I don't know. I mean, I have absolute chills because everyone's doing the chanting and everything. And then you see this insane scene. Like it's in Nicole, like as like she's being burnt, so I mean she's dying. You see a tent set up, and you see Nicole goes in there, and it's her friggin' daughter, and she has a moment with her. It's like touches your soul, and basically she's like, oh, you just like take care of Papa, and all of a sudden like Nicole's eyes wake up. She's like brought right back to life, and all of a sudden you see like holy shit, like she's back with them, she's alive, she's had this amazing crazy moment, like almost the end, because all of a sudden we have a flash forward to like it looks like we have an awesome happy ending. We see they are rebuilding the bridge, it is sunny, everyone is happy. We
They're
see
working
Nicole.
in unison. It's like Sebastian and the farmers have
Yes,
created an
with,
alliance with the cult.
with the cult. So everyone's going good. She even brings sandwiches. Like she brings sandwiches. She is feeding the workers. Movie's just about done. It's awesome. You get to zoom out. You see a river. You see just some kids kind of talking. It's like two boys and a girl, and they're basically like doing, the whole like blood brother thing. They're like, oh, let's be like blood brothers. And you see like they're gonna like cut themselves. Yeah, it's the whistler's knife. Like, holy shit, all the red flags. So they go for the cut, and you literally hear a friggin' whistle. The end. Holy hell.
Yeah. Fuck them parents.
Oh my God.
Fuck those parents.
Oh,
Also, how does this knife find its way into like these kids' hands? Like, how is this knife not like heavily guarded somewhere for the mayhem that it caused? I don't understand it.
I don't either. When I saw that, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. No.
All right, so my final thoughts. If you immerse yourself into this movie, set the settings, get it nice and quiet, read the subtitles because they speak I believe Spanish in this movie.
Yeah.
So pay attention because you will not regret it. This is very well shot. The acting is phenomenal, and I don't know a single actor in this movie. Like, there's no familiar faces. Um, the story of the Whistler, it's told to you very quickly, but it is something that makes you want to pay attention. And like I said, I want to see a movie of that. The jump scares are very effective. This is a very prime example of less is more
Yes.
because we don't see a lot of this killing. We just see some blood spurts. We see some quick snatches. We see some after effects, which is amazing because we don't see a lot of the Whistler, which adds to the mystery. It adds to the suspense. It adds to the terror that the Whistler brings to this movie. It is very effectively done. This movie needs a marketing budget to get the hell out there so everyone can see it because this is on a top tier thriller, horror, like that style, that genre to rope you in. I'm giving this movie a 7.5, and I personally I think I'm a little low on it. because after talking about it, I feel more about this movie.
Yep. Hell
But
yeah.
I highly recommend once you're able to stream this or once you're able to even go see this in the theaters. I don't know if it's going to hit screens, but this is definitely one of those movies that needs to be seen.
Amen. Yeah, so I wrote the same thing. So I like listen, I wrote if you told me I'm a crazy ADHD person, if anyone friggin' knows me, you can probably just tell.
I
I
had to
don't
beg you to take like a pound of Ritalin to go watch Train to Busan.
exactly. If anyone's listening, I just saw Train Busan like in the last year, and I've been slowly getting into some subtitle movies. So if you told me going to this that this was a Venezuelan slow burn folklore, half subtitled horror
Like
movie that focuses a lot on grief. And if you told me I would come out absolutely freaking loving that, I would not even believe you because I wrote the acting is amazing in this. Exactly what Sean said. The story is badass. Exactly what you said. I wrote it looked amazing. This was shot amazing. I believe this was on site in Venezuela. I love it. I give this movie. I'm even higher than Sean. Like I said, the 7.5 I 100 that agree. I give this an 8 out of 10 just because I think it's just solid all along the board. And like you said, the less is more. It works so good. I mean, I was on the edge of my seat. Yeah, go see this movie. And I never want to
please,
hear anyone whistle
please.
again. No
No,
one, let's stop whistling. Sean, do you have any fun facts or anything?
no, I don't. Because I am currently just getting off my deathbed. I watched this, did my notes, and due to time crunch and time constraints, I really did not have a lot of time to try and look up some
Yeah.
fun facts on it, other than the fact that this movie is the shit.
Yes, and like I said, this is a brand new movie, so there's not a ton of stuff out. I did try to look at a few stuff, and I just want to give out a shout out to director Diego Velasco. He said that this was his passion project. He said he grew up. I think he said his maybe his dad or grandfather or something. I don't want to misquote him, but he said was telling him the story of like the Whistler. So when I heard him say that, I had to look up farther, and that this was actually based. This is a real folklore legend of Venezuela
So this
called
is like a cryptid.
yeah. So this is a real thing,
Oh,
and it's called
I
yeah,
like it even
dude.
more.
No, me too. That's what I mean when I only have those two things, and I believe it's called El Silbón or Silbado. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Apologies, but dude,
I mean,
Diego
let's be
Velasco.
honest, you can't even pronounce your first name.
I can't pronounce English, but I just want to shout out that director, dude. You did amazing, and like I said, this is his passion project. It's not his first movie, but this is his passion project. So dude, just amen.
I
Love it,
think we are 3 for 3 right now
dude.
on getting you hooked into foreign horror
I
between
don't know
Train
what's
to
happening.
Busan,
Like
A
I
Girl Walks
don't.
Home Alone at Night, and this.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Like I said, even how I ended up not loving Girl Walks Home, I was still like intrigued the whole movie. I was like, just like,
Yeah, I
I was
couldn't
like
stop watching
focused.
that.
Like, holy shit, go watch some foreign horror. That's all I got. Anything else,
Till
Sean?
then, hack stab slash. I'm your boy Hacky. I am telling you to run towards the whistle and not away from it.
Let's go. Go check out the Whistler. Be safe out there in the sugarcane fields.